Today, we honor the curious minds that challenge the status quo, break barriers, and explore the unknown to unlock new opportunities. To ignite real change, let's embrace the spark of this moment. Hello, everyone. I am Mitashini. I extend a warm welcome to all our incredible innovators to the elimination rounds of T.U.P Season X. Get ready to unleash your spark factor in this intense battle of brilliance because securing a win here is the ticket to the semi-finals of one of the most prestigious B school competitions in the country, the Ultimate Pitch Season X. So let's get started. At Reliance, At Reliance, we thrive on fresh ideas and innovation. It's deeply embedded in our core, shaping every aspect of our business and social initiatives. The ultimate pitch was conceived with this spirit, serving as a platform for curious pioneering minds eager to showcase their next big spark. Now, in our 10th season, TUP has evolved into an unparalleled journey. Continuing the decade long legacy, we flagged off the competition physically in the top 20 B schools across the country. At each of these institutes, we were met with enthralling audiences. The insightful sessions led by our visionary leaders truly sparked curiosity and creativity. But that was just the beginning. We have expanded our reach, connecting with thousands of students through digital platforms and virtual events, sparking this competition into a pan India celebration of bold ideas and innovation. Now, it's with great excitement that I invite you to experience the magic of our campus launches and the highlights of our pan India virtual launch with this video. What an incredible response TUP Season X has received this year. With more than over 22,800 registrations, more than 1900 idea submissions, and with 1 crore plus website impressions and 155k plus social media reach, the launch of TUP Season X was a huge success. And now we move on to the elimination rounds. A huge thank you to everyone for making this such a remarkable launch. TUP Season X kicked off with a bang. Innovators from across the country registered to showcase their spark factor and compete for the ultimate glory. Each idea was bold, visionary, and aimed at tackling real world challenges. Our evaluators worked tirelessly to ensure no submission went unnoticed. They carefully selected those that had the X factor and that extra spark over the others. Those exceptional teams with remarkable ideas have qualified for the elimination round of this ultimate competition. A big congratulations to all the team advancing to the elimination rounds of TUP Season X. Kudos to each one of you for bringing your spark factor into the competition. Now, let's do a quick rundown of what's expected to happen. I shall be calling out the team names. We will play their 3-minute video on screen, and then the teams will get 3 minutes to pitch their ideas to the jury. This will be followed by a 4-minute Q&A. We request the teams to please keep an eye on the timer. Also, post each team's presentation, we will have the jury take a minute to score the teams individually before we move to the next team. You will be judged on 5 parameters. Your idea should be futuristic, solve a real world problem, challenge conventional wisdom, practical and scalable, and have a strong business case. For the ultimate champions of this season, the national winners will take home a grand cash prize. And that's not all. We are thrilled to announce more rewards. Elimination round winners and runners up will receive INR 50,000 and INR 25,000 respectively, along with exclusive T.U.P merchandise. National finalists will be mentored by CXOs of startups at Reliance, helping you ignite your spark factor even further. Additionally, all national finalists and select semi finalists will stand a chance to win pre placement interview opportunities. Now, what's new this season X? National finalists and select semi finalists will have the ultimate opportunity to engage in self reflection and enhance their skills with Level Up. So get ready, bring your A game, and give it everything that you have got. But hold on, what's a competition without a stellar jury? We are thrilled to have some of the brightest minds from Reliance with us today. They will be closely assessing your presentations, evaluating your ideas, and will provide their inputs at the end of your presentation. Now, I am so thrilled to introduce our esteemed jury for this elimination round. First, I would like to welcome Mr. Manish Mittal, Senior VP E-Commerce.
Hi everyone.
Next, I would like to welcome Mr. Yatin Acharya, Senior VP Geofiber and Air Fiber. He's responsible for products and devices.
Hey guys.
Welcome, sirs. And with that, let's get started. I would like now to call upon our very first team. We have Team Holy Trinity from Indian Institute of IIFT New Delhi.
Hi, we are the team Holy Trinity, and we are pitching a sustainable fast fashion retail cycle that aims to reduce the textile waste through recycling, repairs, and take back schemes with a strong focus on environmental sustainability. Fast fashion, driven by quick trends, creates excessive clothing consumption. On average, people discard around 37 kgs of clothing each year, and 92 million tons of textile waste is generated globally, much of which ends up in landfills or are incinerated, contributing nearly 10% of global carbon emissions, more than the aviation and the maritime shipping industries combined.
Our mission is to address this issue by using 100% recycled materials and renewable energy, along with two retail models, direct purchase model and a return-based subscription model. In direct purchase model, customers buy recycled apparel and trade old clothes for reward points which can be redeemed at the stores. Our return-based subscription model, customers return their old clothes for newer pieces at specific intervals, reducing the consumption by 30 to 50%. For instance, if a customer buys t-shirt for 1000 rupees every quarter, they spend 4000 rupees per year. With our subscription model, they pay 2500 to 3000 rupees upfront per year, allowing them to get a new t-shirt every quarter and return the old one for recycling. It's a win-win situation for both customer and the environment.
To enhance our model, we will integrate RLN technology from Reliance Industries, which transforms recycled PET bottles into eco-friendly fabrics that offer both comfort and durability. Additionally, we incorporate other initiatives to ensure minimal waste. Apparel that cannot be reused or recycled will be downcycled into products like carpets and upholstery. We also provide repair stations to extend the life of garments. If a product is returned beyond repair, a nominal fee will be charged to cover processing costs. Initially, we will operate online with offline stores following based on revenue. Customers receive either points or recycled items based on their returns, encouraging participation in circular economy. Our model taps into a total addressable market of 10,000 crores with serviceable addressable market at 4,000 crores. Assuming 5% of the sustainable fashion segment in serviceable obtainable market, we are aiming for 200 crores. In the upcoming year, with an average item price of 1,200, we project 6 crores from 50,000 direct purchases and 3 crores from 10,000 subscription members, totaling 9 crores in revenue.
By combining the sustainable fast fashion cycle practices with RLN technology, we reduce the textile waste, extend the garment life cycles, and provide sustainable and fashionable clothing. This solution meets the evolving consumer expectations for eco friendly fashion while contributing to a greener and a more sustainable future. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are the team Holy Trinity from IFT Delhi, and we are here to take you on a quick journey from a global crisis to an exciting opportunity that could transform the future of fashion. Fast fashion is creating a hidden crisis: 92 million tons of waste every year, contributing to 10% of global carbon emissions, 20% of the world's wastewater. Next. Why do we keep buying? It's all about instant gratification, that thrill of a new purchase. But soon after, guilt kicks in and the cycle repeats. This isn't sustainable for us or the planet. But the world is shifting towards circular fashion, focused on reuse, recycling, and reducing waste. With the circular fashion market projected to hit $500 billion by 2030, Reliance is leading with R-Land technology. The RLand transforms plastic waste into premium fabrics, reducing water and energy use, and designs for durability. Plus, the Cyclo technology, these fabrics actually biodegrade naturally, leaving no trace behind. This is more than just fashion, it's a revolution. And that's how we build a future we can wear with pride.
Imagine a world where fashion doesn't just look good, it does good. That's the future we're building with our dual retail model. The first retail model is direct purchase model. Customers buy premium apparel made from 100% recycled materials by our Elan technology. But there's more. Customer can trade in old clothes for points redeemable on future purchases, so they can save while reducing waste. The second purchase model is subscription model. For those who love to stay on trend, we offer a subscription. Pay an upfront fee, get new clothes regularly, and return old ones for recycling. This model reduces consumption by 30 to 50%, build brands loyalty, and ensure zero waste. If clothes can't be reused, we downcycle them into carpets and upholstery, and repair services help extend garment life cycle. Nothing is wasted over here. With RELAN technology fabrics, green gold used for making durable apparels cuts production waste and clothing, closing the loop on fast fashion fabric. Our implementation strategy has three phases. First is launching online operations. In the second year, we have a pilot physical stores in metro cities. In the third year, we can expand it to 10 plus stores in key retail buds and leverage Reliance's retail network for seamless scaling.
So our business model demonstrates steady growth and profitability over the next 5 years. Starting with 50,000 units sold in year one at a selling price of rupees 1,200 and 10,000 subscription generating 2,500 annually each, we anticipate total sales to begin at 85 million in year one. Refurbishment costs will steadily decrease from 60% to below 55% of the revenue, while EBITDA margins will improve from 20% in the year one to 25.8% by year five. This model supports increasing profitability with net profit margins rising from 10.5% to 15%, making our business both sustainable and scalable. Thank you.
Manish, you want to go ahead?
Sure. Thank you, team. Good presentation. Help me understand where you bring in the fashion quotient on this project. A lot of what you've spoken about with the materials itself. How do you bring in fashion?
Yeah. Let's say normally in the fast fashion retail, a cloth is actually bought and then it is used less than 10 times actually when they are in the life cycle. So we actually use like various fashion technologies which we can also integrate into Reliance trends and then RNN technology so that it will be integrated and then which can be sold so that the customers can actually get in trend and they can buy new clothes whenever they want it without even compromising on the sustainability part. So this is what we thought in our mindset.
Who's your target customer base? Have you thought through, because it's a very good, I've not seen something similar before, but I don't work in this domain. So it's a very innovative way of uh, running a business. I think there would be a lot of potential in this. So I think my feedback on this is yes. In terms of
Yes,
this,
sir.
basically what you're saying is you will take the existing products which you don't use that or recycle them and then put them into the back into the market in some way, right? So in this case, are you actually redoing the complete clothes? So let's say I bought a shirt, I used it 5 times. Would I be able to put it back in this, and then would that shirt get recycled and then sent sold off as refurbished shirt or whatever in the market? How do you anticipate the complete life cycle of a product that a customer buys to the way it flows through your entire system?
Yeah, uh, whatever we do is 100% recycled material. That's why we integrate this RN technology and this cyclo technology, which actually takes the polyester materials and the plastic waste, and then we make the fabric out of it. So once we actually manufacture it, and then uh, we are selling it to the customers directly. They have the option to return it back and in the subscription model, and even the direct model also they can trade in the clothes, the old model. So what we when we get back the clothes, we'll assess the clothes condition, the apparel condition, and then if there is any kind of damage or something like that, we'll just have a small fee to be paid. Else, if it is in the perfect condition, we'll just take it back. We'll reduce the fabric into small stitches and the textile fabrics, and then we'll use these fabrics to make a new cloth with new design. This is what we are thinking about.
So if I were to return one item, right? So the cost of the original item, let's say, is 100 rupees, right? When I return it back to you, there is a certain cost associated with that item. There is a value associated with that item when you get it back, and then you go through the entire life cycle of refurbishing it and basically, and then putting it back out, right? Do you have a calculation somewhere which actually walks through the value of the cloth or the material that you get back to the value of the material that goes out? Have you thought that through? I saw somewhere you had written refurbishment cost 60% of. So do you have a breakdown? Have you thought of what that breakdown would be?
Yeah, we actually thought the whole business model is based on the refurbishment market only. So the whole manufacturing cost is actually based on the refurbished market. And
Correct.
then what we do is, like, let's say a t-shirt is being sold for 1,000 rupees, like 1,200 if we took it for per se. The manufacturing cost will be around 200 to 300 rupees because of we are integrating like high quality materials which needs to be reused. So 300 rupees will be the manufacturing cost of the actual fabric itself, and then the logistic cost and the forward and reverse logistic cost, and these will be having around 300 extra, 300 rupees extra. So will be around let's say 600 rupees per se. So we are having an overhead of around 600 rupees extra just for the manufacturing cost of this whole process to be happening. So that's why we pitch it in the premium segment, so that we'll be also breaking even at the same point with the profits.
See, with the premium segment, do you expect people to really pay for? I mean, I don't know what the mind. This requires a mindset change, right? If I am
Yeah,
in the market to buy premium products, am I in the market to buy refurbished premium products? I don't know. I mean, have you done some market surveys or some analysis
yeah.
which tell you that this product will be actually bought by someone?
Yeah, normally when this we had a online survey which actually showed like 95% of the customers who actually try to buy the uh, clothes, if they have an option to buy a recycled or a eco-friendly clothing material, they will obviously choose eco-friendly material over the other market options which is over there. And then in terms of Gen Z, they're actually 60% of them actually prefer more sustainable or eco-friendly clothing materials than the conventional clothing materials. This is what we thought. That's why we are trying to push in.
Okay,
Sorry,
it's
have
an
you considered a
interesting idea.
licensing?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Have you
Yeah.
considered a licensing model instead of a direct-to-consumer model?
Uh, we haven't thought about it from this point of view, licensing point of view, but we were thinking of integrating within the Reliance technology itself, because Reliance has a very big supply chain and distribution network, which if we are doing it in a licensing model, it might be having different types or like a different type of issues in the logistic programs. So we thought like it will be very easy from the point of Reliance. That's why we are trying to pitch in from this point of only. But we didn't think of it from the licensing point of view.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay.
I think we're also at the end of time. Yatin, any question?
I think we're out of time, right? So,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
all right, thank you. I think it's a pretty innovative concept. So I think you should
Thank
pursue
you.
it further if you ask me. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, team.
Thanks.
yeah,
Thank you so much, sir.
thank you.
Thank you, Team Holy Trinity. That was truly an incredibly insightful presentation and a fantastic approach to tackling the problem. Moving on, we are now ready for our next team. I would like to call upon Team Power Rangers from NMIMS Mumbai.
Hi, we are Team Power Rangers, and this is a submission for this year's Reliance T.U.P. Term insurance is one of the most important financial products, but currently, India's protection gap is the highest in Asia, which is 83%. Our goal is to make term insurance popular among customers and distributors, and we believe with the right information product, this is achievable. These are our user personas of our target consumers, missing middle in an urban setting and rural setting, and the gig workers. We have tried understanding the pain points of each of these segments to come up with a product that satisfies all their needs.
Our big idea to disrupt the insurance industry is T.U.P, Total Insurance Coverage Assurance. It is a 1-year renewable 3-in-1 bundle product where we want to bundle term, critical, and accidental insurance. Our USP is the industry first flexible coverage, which is, for example, a coverage of 5 lakhs. That coverage can be used across the 3 products, which is term, critical, and accidental. We believe positioning T.U.P as an insurance starter kit is where the opportunity lies. We want to leverage the sachetization nature and it being a comprehensive product to differentiate ourselves. We want to start the premiums at rupees 10 per day and a daily coverage of up to 5 lakhs. We want to make it a data pack like annual renew for people. Also, as you see, T.U.P can also become a launching pad for existing insurance products.
Talking about why any company should enter now, IRDAI is driving innovation through user file and regulatory sandbox, pushing for comprehensive short-term products like the PMJJBY to boost insurance penetration, especially for the underserved 2 to 5 lakh per annum earners and gig workers. Now, these workers, due to their high risk and temporary roles, need flexible and dynamic coverage. Now, T.U.P addresses this gap with a 1-year highly flexible insurance solution, aligning with IRDAI's push of sachetization, a UPI movement for insurance. Talking about the customer journey, T.U.P offers flexible coverage across term, critical illness, and accident insurance. For example, Raju buys a 5 lakh policy, claims 2 lakh after an accident, and later uses 2 lakh for critical illness, leaving 1 lakh for his nominee if he passes away. In terms of a starter kit, after experiencing T.U.P, customers may opt for a long-term higher coverage plan.
Now coming to total addressable market estimation, through secondary research and our assumption, we have estimated the sum for the year 2025, which is 17 lakhs in rural area, 25 lakhs in urban area, and 10 lakh gig workers. Now coming to financial projections, as per our assumptions and calculations, we have estimated that T.U.P can produce around 2,000 crore of profit in the next 5 years. Coming to the next part, through our primary research with 126 respondents, we found out that the majority of the people in rural areas were unaware of the benefits of the insurance product. To solve this issue, we are proposing to recruit ASHA workers, the honorary health worker, as our agent for rural areas. The reason for it is, first, wider reach. There is one ASHA worker for every 1,000 people. Second, trust. They are respected and trusted by local people as they are involved in activities like maternal care and immunization, etc.
For the urban distribution, we think partnering with e-commerce and quick commerce to onboard the gig workers and capturing the missing middle population via PSUs, bank assurance, along with D2C digital channels should be the way forward. Coming to the appendix, here are some pictures which were taken as part of primary research where we talked to various ASHA workers and gig workers. We believe we are headed in the right direction and we hope to see you in the next round. Thank you.
Hello, as you saw, we are proposing an interesting insurance product with the aim to tackle the low insurance penetration rate in India. During the course of this presentation, we will walk you through the idea of 1-year 3-in-1 bundled insurance product, how it is a good product for the missing middle population of India, which form a substantial 30% of our total population, and how we plan to increase the penetration of insurance in rural areas using the ASHA workers as our last mile agents. Also, looking at the recent developments in the insurance industry, we believe it is the right time to enter with this product as discussions are held by government to make insurance more affordable product by removing GST from it or at least decreasing the GST rate applicable on it. Also, ADI has formed a task force named Bima Vistar with the motive of increasing insurance penetration in India. Now, Sahil will take it on from here.
Yeah, so observing the customer journey for term insurance through our primary research for both urban and rural areas, we came up with important insights, some of which include that a huge chunk, respectively, of the uninsured were either not aware of the benefits or had cost concerns with buying term insurance. In rural areas, 72% of the people who bought term insurance did it through insurance agents. Further, in urban areas, customers were not made aware of the different payout options by the insurance agents. And again, a majority of people in both areas felt that at home checkups are something that is convenient and should be encouraged.
What we have attempted here is to build a product that can be a solution to the pain points at the same time be profitable. From the government's recent policies, we have identified a move towards comprehensive insurance products that can cover the uninsured. Through our secondary research, we have found out that the government scheme covers the bottom 50% of the population. Around 20% of the population are targeted by the existing private insurance companies or are covered by the employer provided insurance. Thus, we have decided to target the salaried and regular income earning people of the remaining 30% of the population called the missing middle class. We have also identified gig workers who have a special use case for our product. As per Niti Aayog's report, around 47% of them have no insurance, and through our primary research, we identified that they are very much interested in insurance products. Our interviews with policy agents revealed that bank statements are critical to start an insurance, and hence we have incorporated the same. There will be an additional coverage if and when a consumer provides a medical checkup to reduce frauds. Next slide.
So here is a brief implementation plan in terms of pre-launch, launch phase, and post-launch. The critical phases is in terms of the regulatory discussion, as well as the Asha launch, which is critical to crack the rural distribution. And also we want to have a couple of months dedicated to monitoring and optimizing these channels and increase our sales and expansion efforts. We have also noted down key metrics as per each stage. While our name Power Rangers is all about nostalgia, we believe we can contribute some part of it to the future. And we have a compiled slide here of the slides presented as part of the video and these 4 slides. So we look forward to your Q&A and any feedback. Thank you.
Interesting. Uh, to start with, the whole ASHA worker program that you spoke about, how do you overcome the regulatory hurdle of needing some kind of a license to be able to sell insurance in the first place?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nikhil.
Yes, sir. These are the honorary workers. They are not in contract with the governments. When we connected with the ASHA workers, they show tremendous interest in if they get a opportunity to be a part of this program, because they currently they make a paltry sum of 4,000 a month, and they are looking for alternatives income sources. Currently, they work as a gig workers too. Like if there is a program in nearby household, they will work there and all. So they have shown tremendous income there. We have conducted primary research.
Yes, and in terms of the exam that is required, we have mentioned it here, the IC38 exam. We plan to provide a certain training resource and workshops. Since it's a close-knit community usually and they are gathered in a specific places, it'll be easier to communicate that. And also they are very digitally literate since they use these programs to gather data. And so we plan to use that as a workshop area to develop such training materials and convey that, make it available in local languages and make sure that they are regulated in terms of passing the exam. And then only they will become certain agents.
And just to emphasize on how well connected they are, recently I'm from Rajasthan. Recently there was a program launched by the government of Rajasthan known as Bhamasha card. If you Bhamasha card, so these were so they Asha workers were the one who went home to home and collected the data. What is your income and how many people are there in the family and all. So they also we can also use them to run background check whether the person have any medical emergency or not, past medical record or not, so they can be used in that way also.
Have you looked at any metrics around how much the cost of underwriting for these segments, particularly the rural segments, would be versus what it is in the urban segments?
Yes, sir. We have taken the claim rate, the coverage payout that will be there. So there is a scheme by government known as Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. It was launched in 2016, and so we have taken the average claim rate of this 8 years and have as our claim rate. It is a quite aggressive number because it includes the COVID claims too, and which were around 30 to 40% more than what used to be there in normal rate. So we have covered that angle too, the underwriting risk, the coverage payout.
Thank you, Yatin.
So you are combining multiple insurance types into like a combined one. That's what TICA stands for, right? I mean, you're combining like three, four types of insurance.
Yes, sir.
How many
So
of this target customer base actually has taken some component of this insurance already or is covered? Because government does a lot of insurance schemes also for this population. How much of that overlaps with what you are combining into TICA?
So the one important aspect to highlight here is the bottom 50% is covered by government, which we are not targeting. That's not the segment that we're targeting. And the top 20% is usually what people are. So we are targeting the middle. And in terms of the overlap that you're talking about, even in urban customers, there is only like 27% penetration of term insurance. Same goes for rural. So we are not looking at a major chunk, which is the overlap necessarily. We believe there
No,
is
no,
a
I
proposition
and
in terms
I
of
understand. See, the question stems from the fact that, see, you talked about ASHA workers using them as the last mile delivery
Yes.
agents and so on. Excellent idea, right? I mean, I hats off to you guys to actually think of that. But in terms of ASHA workers' reach, right, my estimation would be that they would cover the bottom 50% of the market, who they are going to be very close to. Are ASHA workers really close to the middle class, or they are more close to the lower middle class, right? So that's one question. I don't know the answer. I'm asking you for guidance on this. Like, which segment of the market do they go into, and is there a huge overlap already with the ASHA market segment, with what the government already covers as a part of its own insurance scheme? That's really
Uh,
where my concern about using
yes.
ASHA workers is.
Yes, sir. So to answer that, yes, the government has a scheme known as I talked about, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, but it is
Correct.
it provides only the insurance cover. Here what we are targeting is insurance plus health plus accidental coverage. So we can provide three insurance
Okay.
bundled in only one product. So this is how we differentiate from it.
Yeah, excellent idea. I mean, the other question that comes up logically in my mind is, what prevents somebody like Paisa Bazaar to go in and create, or some such consolidator to create a similar product that combines multiple insurances into one packet and offer it into this segment, especially in the middle to lower class, right? Because online
Yes.
is now everywhere. You're talking about everything going through ASHA, which is good for the lowest tier market, but your competition will come from these consolidators already. I mean, who are providing insurance from various people, right?
So
Yes, sir.
absolutely, we absolutely agree that there will be competition in terms of, but we believe the market is big enough for us. Like, because we are able to differentiate ourselves. Also, the important highlight is that we are providing a flexibility, which is, for example, the 5 lakh is the coverage that 5 lakh can be used across the three products, which is the term, which is the
Which
accidental
is
and
good.
health.
I like that part. But for that,
Hmm.
you really see at the end of the day, who's delivering the insurance? You are the
Hmm.
middleman, right?
Yes.
You're
Correct.
going to either have to go to LIC or HDFC Life or whoever, right, to provide
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
individual components of that package, right? Are they going to come from the same vendor? Are they going to come from different vendors? Because it's very unlikely that a 5 lakh bucket you can take one from HDFC, one from Axis. How are you going to manage
Absolutely.
all of that? Or all of it could
Yes.
come from HDFC Life, and then in that case, HDFC will say, "I already have a package like this that I can offer. What is your value at?" That is what they will question you on.
So we believe we can act as, like, because that is a segment that they're not targeting right now, right? We That is the proposition that we are trying to bring in here, that we are able to get them clients, or we can partner up with a certain, say, for example, Bajaj or a Geo. Right now there are talks of a Geo alliance, talks as well. So we believe that is where we can contribute bringing new clients or a new segment there.
Okay.
And also, when we research with like ICICI Bank, the agent said that the first thing they look for before onboarding a customer is if he have a income of 5 lakh or more. So we are here targeting 2 lakh 50,000, basically below 5 lakhs. So
Okay.
they are not targeting that segment. So we can provide this segment
Yeah,
to
but
them.
there's also you have to worry about, I don't know, in your financials, if you have counted things like insurance loss risk, some people not paying for
Yes,
premiums,
yes,
for
uh,
example, people having fake claims. So all those aspects will add to your expense. I mean, to your that all that risk.
Yes, sir. We have. I think we covered it when we used the claim rate of Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, because if a person takes insurance from Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana scheme, they don't need any medical insurance or medical record or something before taking the insurance. So I think we have covered that risk factor there. But yeah, we cannot mitigate entire risk, but I think we have taken steps and inculcated in our financial model.
And
Just
also we're
one
Also,
more
sir,
planning,
point.
yeah, and also we're planning to incorporate machine learning and technology to sort of mitigate the risk. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
also
That's a
in terms
completely
of the
different.
current,
You've not covered that in your presentation anywhere. Good thought, but that will need a lot more detail to be discussed.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Just one thing, even the ASHA workers, since they know about that community, especially, that also acts as a check to a large extent. So
I agree. I
it's a
mean, see, using ASHA workers, I thought, I mean, out of everything that you presented out here, your channel to market sounded very different and innovative to me. The fact that somebody working in studying in B school could actually think of this was innovative in my mind in your presentation. So good, keep pursuing it.
thank you, sir.
thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Now, that was an innovative idea and a very impressive presentation. Thank you, Team Power Rangers. Now, let's allow our jury a minute to complete scoring the teams. While they make their assessments, let us have some fun. We will have an interesting trivia questions about Reliance. All you need to do is try to guess the answers in the comment section. The first person to answer correctly gets our amazing T.U.P merchandise. Are you ready? Here we go. Shreya Dang, you have guessed it right. Congratulations. Please reach out to us on our social media handles or on support@unstop.com. Congratulations again. Now, let's move on to our next team. I would like to welcome Team Radiant from Indian Institute of Management, Raipur.
Imagine an India where farmers have the tools and insight to maximum their yield, minimize losses, and make informed decisions all through the power of a connected network. Reliance Smart Agro Network is a revolutionary digital platform designed to empower farmers by combining Internet of Things technology, data analytics, and direct market linkage. This platform aims to transform traditional farming into a smart, sustainable, and highly efficient agricultural ecosystem. So there's three simple steps to it. Smart farming design devices, first one. So distribute IoT based sensors to farmers that monitor soil moisture, weather conditions, crop health, and pest activity in real time. These devices provide farmers with real time information about their fields, helping them optimize irrigation, use fertilizers precisely, and reduce waste. Second, digital agricultural advisory platform. Farmers will be connected to an intuitive app that provides actionable insights based on the data collected by the IoT sensors. Using AI, the app will deliver customized advice on the best time to plant, irrigate, harvest crops, and which will help them increase their yield and quality. It also features a chatbot to provide 24/7 assistance in local languages, giving farmers access to critical knowledge tailored to their specific needs. Third one is market linkage and transparent pricing. With Reliance's vast retail network, farmers can directly link to markets for selling their produce, bypassing middlemen. So that app will also feature an integrated marketplace where farmers can view their real-time pricing information and get fair value for their crops, which will promote transparency and enable them to get better profits. So the conclusion and impact for it would be that Reliance Smart Agro Network will bring India's rural population into digital economy, improving productivity and profitability for farmers. By leveraging Reliance's existing telecom and retail infrastructure, this initiative can help millions of farmers across the country. This initiative doesn't just empower farmers, it transforms the agricultural value chain, ensuring food and security and creating an ecosystem where everyone from the farmer to the consumer benefits. Reliance Industries, with its commitment to innovation and connectivity, has the power to lead this transformation and uplift millions of Indian farmers, into a new era of prosperity. Let's make smart farming a reality for India.
Now, I would like to welcome our next team, Team Clutch Cords from NMIMS Mumbai.
Elections in India are a monumental undertaking where the 2024 Lok Sabha elections costed an impressive 1.25 rupees trillion. However, this massive investment faces significant challenges, particularly around EVMs. Concerns include preset machines, lack of VVPAT counting, unauthorized access, and discrepancies in vote counts, all contributing to voter distrust. Research reveals that low income individuals often resist digital voting due to limited tech knowledge, but many are open to government led educational initiatives. Yet, skepticism persists regarding government monitoring and the risk of losing benefits for opting out of digital voting. India's electoral landscape faces significant challenges that undermine public trust. Voter impersonation, particularly in rural areas with poor ID photo quality, leads to fraudulent voting, eroding faith in the system. Concerns about vote accuracy persist, with many citizens unsure if their votes are counted correctly and if political parties can verify results post election. Many individuals miss voting due to living outside their constituency, feeling their vote doesn't matter, or facing work and time constraints. Introducing Democratic, a revolutionary blockchain based e voting system designed for governmental bodies that urgently seek modern voting solution to rebuild public trust and boost electoral participation, enabling secure and convenient voting from anywhere. For election bodies, this offers a cost effective, transparent, and compliant solution that significantly enhances the electoral process. The user journey is simple, from registering with voter ID in the app to verifying details and biometrics, selecting election type, and casting vote for the chosen candidate, all while receiving a secure, password protected ballot receipt that reinforces trust in the electoral process. Financially, for Lok Sabha elections, this could yield over rupees 31 crores in benefits for the government, showcasing not only the value of modernizing the voting process but also substantial economic advantages it brings. Our phased rollout of the system starts with the pilot in select cities like Kochi, Panaji, Margao, Dibrugarh, and Silchar over the 3 years, focusing on reducing fraud by 75%, enhancing accessibility, and cutting costs by up to 30%. All the challenges like the digital divide and the user friendliness remain. We'll work with the municipal corporations in high literacy and smartphone friendly cities. This government backed product, available exclusively to municipal bodies, includes a mobile app for citizens and a desktop app for officials with traditional voting as a fallback. Aligned with the theme देश के कोने से वोट नया भारत बढ़ता भारत, our promotional strategy focuses on trust building and awareness through government announcement, community outreach, and pilot mock elections. Will highlight the system's benefits. Educational campaigns on YouTube, Facebook, and WhatsApp, along with the kiosk in public spaces, will demonstrate the system's usability.
So good afternoon. We are Team Clutch Gods from NMIMS Mumbai, and we will be presenting our idea on blockchain-based voting application. Let's look at how the system actually works. The system is built on a permission blockchain. meaning only authorized participants can interact with it. Firstly, the voter enters his or her credentials. These are then authenticated and verified by a database containing voters' information. Once verified, an election ballot is deployed in the form of smart contract. The voter then chooses a candidate to vote and the smart contract gets executed. On a successful execution, the voter receives a transaction ID to verify the vote. Finally, the proof of authority consistency is chosen as it gives an edge over other algorithms.
Since we are the tech enabler of the project, we'll handle the blockchain and the cybersecurity aspects while collaborating with Amazon Web Services for cloud storage. Given its reputation for hosting highly sensitive data, we'll also partner with UIDAI for Aadhaar authentication and voter verification. On the government side, we are working with key stakeholders such as Election Commission of India, Ministry of Electronics and IT for compliance, NIC for infrastructure development, and Niti Aayog for policy guidance. State governments will be crucial partners in a phased rollout. For feasibility analysis, we use the RCCTO scoring method. The relative advantage score is 0.9, as this system reduces frauds and cuts election costs. However, compatibility is a challenge, as the smartphone penetration in India is still at 54%, with rural areas lagging in internet access. The complexity score reflects multi-layered security processes that might be overwhelming for the voters. That said, the pilot project like WATS in West Virginia in 2018 and Utah County in 2020 have been successful, giving us a high trialability score of 0.9. With enhanced security and convenience, the observability score is strong, making this platform a tool for transparent elections and representing the actual voice of demographics in a democracy.
Now, coming on to the marketing plan, the primary goal is to ensure permanence, transitioning from traditional system to mobile-based voting platform. This will be done gradually, gaining acceptance over time. Initially, we take an aggressive approach, investing heavily in citizen awareness and education, and as adoption grows, our marketing costs will reduce, driven by word-of-mouth promotion. In terms of competitive advantage as well, our system makes voting far more convenient, allowing citizens to vote from any location securely and without any tampering risk. We will initially extend the product alongside existing EVMs with a long-term plan for full replacement. And the aim of the technology is to position it as a key tool for digital governance, emphasizing accessibility and user convenience. Finally, for our market entry, we use beachhead strategy, focusing on cities with higher literacy and internet penetration, where adoption is likely to be faster, building trust in the system. Next up, we have our references. Thank you so much.
So effectively, what you're looking at is a single client model here, right? The Indian government becomes your client, and your entire revenue source comes from the government.
Yes.
Right, sir.
And
So our primary target would be the state and the central governments, but we believe that this is highly like they are the conservative side of our business, and if they don't back us, our secondary target consumer would be the other election in colleges and other corporates. So that's a backup for us.
The shareholding meetings that are being held on the right to vote applications, we could also put our blockchain model in that and could also bring transparency in that thing too. So that's a second phase where we could go other than from government.
And what is your business model? What is your business model based on? I mean, when you spoke about 31 crores or whatever that number was, uh, what how do you drive your revenue streams in this?
Yes, sir. So we actually took 3 years of a phased rollout, and we took 5 states, as we mentioned in the video. We took Kochi, Panaji, Maragaon, Dirbog, and Silchar, and we calculated the cost that was used for, that could be used for calculating the overall expense driven by ECI to conducting that particular elections. So the overall cost came out to be 45 crores. And then we put our system, and then we calculated our cost based on two different things. The first thing is the people who are taking their votes from home only. So that is one aspect, and the other aspect is the people who are coming to the booth and they are polling their vote there on the booth. The reason for that, because the smartphone and the internet penetration is less in India, in particularly rural areas. So hence we divided the population in these two aspects, and then we calculated our cost the cost that we would be bearing in these 3 years and 5 elections. So the cost came out to be 13 crores. So that's the difference. It was 31 crores. If you want, we
And have
also
you?
have the particular line items of
No,
what the
thank you.
cost
I just
is.
I wanted the logic which you've shared with me. Thank you so much. Where have you factored in the cost of the initial effort to actually get this government, the state governments as your client? Because that itself will be a substantial cost for a project like this.
Yes, sir. We have put in an app development cost, and in that cost, we have considered the cost of acquisition of the governments, because we understand that the state governments would be reluctant at first, and we would have to pitch into some small locations and get that particular cost. We have considered that particular cost of acquisition in an app development cost in itself. So we have done that in the year zero part of the thing. We have calculated year zero, year one, year two, and year three. So in year zero, we have calculated that particular cost.
So in the year zero itself, we have like developed the infrastructure that is scalable up to supporting 5 lakh of the voters. And there itself, we have like, since these cities that we have targeted have high smartphone penetration and a high digital literacy rate, we are expecting the push and on the cost that is incorporated for the push would be less, and the government would also be like supportive to us. And this is in line with the Digital India mission, where the target is to like make every school from the rural areas Wi-Fi backed, and every every citizen should have a phone. That's a fundamental right they are entitled to. So this is in line with the government's targets.
From a technology standpoint, how do you plan to make this? I understand you're using blockchain, but from a customer standpoint, right, end customer standpoint, who at best has an Aadhaar card, right, and nothing else. How do you intend to make this journey of the customer from onboarding to the time he votes, uh, a tamper proof, and b easy to use for the average consumer?
If I may take this answer, Garrett. Yeah, Videsh, please.
So, firstly, we are saying that we will be conducting educational awareness regarding how to basically go through this process of online voting, and also we have kept the mobile application easy to use, keeping in mind that the less technology hours. Less technology people, they will also use our application. So we have kept that application easy to use, and the all verification processes are which will be easy to use for the end consumers.
And
And
from a
how do you ensure
technology
the actual sanctity and security of voting?
So from a technology standpoint, sir, we are really similar to how DigiYatra started. So DigiYatra was also hosted on AWS using Amazon Cognito and Amazon Simple Notification Services, and AWS Lambda for the identity security and for the data protection. So it was also started by DigiYatra Foundation and Data Evolve, which was a startup, like evolving startup, and that's where we pitch in, and that's how we need Reliance help to leverage the high, like one of the largest blockchain infrastructure that they have come up with. And also they have also come up with the geo brains. Then we need the AI capabilities for our facial recognition system while the voter goes onto the vote.
You can't rely on somebody outside to provide such key components of your tech. If you're coming up with this is entirely a tech based uh, solution that you're talking about. You can't refer to somebody like Reliance. I mean, yeah, okay, you can massage my ego, pardon the language, but that's not what I expect from a tech startup, right? I would expect you to come up with something that is far superior to what I'm developing.
Right, sir, we are clear with the blueprint. We have like the roadmap how we will implement, just to help with the scalability and the funding. That's how Reliance comes in. Not like they won't back the roadmap, not how we do it, but just the infrastructure that we need help with. But
Okay.
apart from that, from the blueprint perspective, we are all clear with it.
Yeah, I would like to understand more details. I don't think we have time to go into the details right now, but yeah, interesting
So
concept. I
thank you,
agree.
sir.
And
Thank you so
I,
much, sir.
shareholder meetings and other aspects, which I thought was pretty out of the box
correct.
thinking.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
One question though: have you factored in anywhere the environmental impact of blockchain as a technology?
Yeah, we do have factored in that aspect as well because we have using proof of authority as a consensus algorithm, which gives an edge over other consensus algorithm like proof of work or proof of stake, which uses high computational power and which in turn gives rise to emissions and all those things. So we are using proof of authority. It helps us in reducing the emissions, and it also gives us the security aspect of it. So yeah.
Get it. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, team. That was a fantastically well put together presentation. Now, without further ado, let's move on to our next team. I would like to welcome Team SGK from IMT Ghaziabad.
Good afternoon, everyone. Team SGK, aka Sustainability Goalkeepers, is here to introduce an alternative to plastic packaging by providing edible food packets made primarily from seaweeds. Edible food packets are better than plastic packaging or biodegradable products because they leave zero waste, cause no litters, and are also free from the hassles of biodegradable waste disposal. Some foreign companies like Notla and Lolliware have successfully manufactured edible food packets with the help of sodium alginate prepared from seaweeds. So we aim to manufacture the same in our country and scale it up worldwide. To launch this pilot project, we have selected two products. Number one is Campa Cola under the beverages category, and number two is Snack Tag Ketchup under table condiments category. Although there are chances of initial stigma associated with edible food packet, the huge market demand for sustainable products provides optimism that people will enjoy, appreciate, and embrace edible food packets largely. Over to you, Anushka.
So now coming to the segmentation, targeting and positioning. We will begin with segmentation targeting urban millennials under 25 to 40 age group and Gen Z with 18 to 25 age group. Our focus will be on the upper middle class consumers who prioritize health and sustainability, particularly those who frequently enjoy Campa-Cola and ketchups. For targeting, our primary market includes eco conscious millennials and Gen Zs willing to invest in sustainable packaging. Our secondary market features health conscious focused upper class families seeking convenient snack options. In terms of positioning, our unique selling proposition highlights guilt free snacking with zero wastage. We position our edible sachets as fun, eco friendly alternatives encapsulated in our tagline: Let's eat the packet too. This approach encourages consumers to responsibly enjoy their favorite snack while making environmentally conscious choices. Over to you, Yukta.
All right, I'll walk you through the financials of our edible sachet project. So we are estimating an initial setup cost between 7 lakhs to 25 lakhs, which covers everything from machinery to R&D and branding. Now, this range might seem like a huge gap, but this range exists because our costs vary based on factors like equipment quality and the extent of product testing we opt for, like at an early stage. And our monthly operating costs also range from 2 lakhs to 6 lakhs depending on the production scale and labor needs. As for revenue, we are aiming to sell between 5,000 to 20,000 sachets per month initially, with an average selling price of 10 rupees per sachet. This would give us a potential monthly sales between 50,000 to 2 lakhs, and projected annually, this would be 6 lakhs to 24 lakhs. Now, to break even, we need to reach a monthly sales volume of around 30,000 sachets, which will allow us to cover all the fixed and variable costs. While the net benefit is currently negative in the early phase, scaling up production and expanding our brand presence will move us closer to profitability. And we are confident that with these adjustments, we can start generating steady returns.
Thank you for that very interesting concept. Uh, First question first in my mind. Let's say packaged Campa Cola. Uh, how am I picking it up? Where am I picking it up off the shelf? थोड़ा आवाज कम
So,
please.
since it's a sachet, so there will be a strip of it, and we will provide a biodegradable packet for keeping all the sachets. So, we will primarily pick it up from that biodegradable packet, and the sachets made of edible food packet will be inside that biodegradable container.
Okay. And this biodegradable package in which the sachets are placed are also part of the packaging that you've factored into your cost and into your pricing as well.
So the cost is only for the sachets, like the sachet, and not the products that we would put inside it. And initially we are going for like B2B. Initially we are going to target restaurants and food chains, and later on, if it is a successful project, we might get into a B2C functionality of it.
Where do you see the, if you're making something edible, even if it's a packet, right? Do you need regulatory approvals through FSSAI, etc., etc.? I mean, have you thought that through? Am I audible?
Yes, you are, Yatin.
So could you
So
just
since
repeat
it
your
has been
question?
tried, yes, sir. So since it has been tried, so we have seen that some companies like Notla and Lollywear has tried and tested.
No, no, somebody has already tried and tested, as in they're already in this market of edible
So I would
packaging.
like
Is
to
that
answer
what
this
you're saying?
question. Some companies like Notla and Lollywear in foreign countries have already tried and tested.
Okay. There seems to
We
be
are
some
facing
major
some
lag in
technical
the
issues
audio.
for
I
which
mean,
we are not getting
after,
the
Yeah.
audio
yeah,
on time.
So the sub the
So there is a lag.
primary yeah, there's a lag. So the
Yes.
primary risk involves the market adoption and or like operational cost. And so this edible packaging is very new to India. So we would need the consumers to make them aware about it. Although we'll face some operational challenges, like you said, like would it be like from a retail shop or would it be from like from off the shelters, of the counters. So that's why we are focusing on B2B as of now. We are mainly targeting food chains and restaurants for now.
food chain. So basically, if I order something from Swiggy or Zomato, I can get my food delivered in an edible package. So I eat the food as well as the package. I Manish, can you hear me? I don't know whether
So
my
since
audio
it's a
is
Yeah,
sachet,
having
like
some
a
major
ketchup
problem
Yat-
with the
coming in a
audio
small sachet,
reaching
so
the
already the food
people
will
in.
be having a packet and it will be just a complete.
Yeah. Are all of you having this audio lag? I mean, I'm trying to, unfortunately, I cannot really understand what you're saying. I ask a question and then Manish and I are on the same uh, lag, or we are getting each other's video and audio at the same time, but we are not able to hear anything that you guys are saying.
Yes, so there is a lag for all of us.
okay, but right
Okay,
now it was a
coming
little
back.
better. So, yeah, go for it,
Yeah,
Yatin.
so I mean, I understand the case now. Um, if I'm going to, first of all, there's so many variables in this, right? How do you know that somebody who's going to be offered an edible package is going to actually like it, right? If I don't like the taste of an edible package, will I really go and spend money, or would I even bother to even look at an edible package for my food? Food is a very taste driven thing. I agree there's an ecology aspect of food as well, but it's also a very personal and a taste driven thing. I might like something sweet, Manish might like something spicy. So
So, sir, we will make the taste of the packet complementary to the food product. For example, if it's a ketchup, then the taste of the packet will be according to it, so that the consumers who would like to buy a ketchup would also like to try the packet also, considering its nice taste. For Campa Cola also, it will have the same taste. So, in this way, we will target the consumers accordingly.
So,
I think you are getting into a very tall order space if
yeah,
you're trying to match somebody's taste with your package types, with the investments that you're looking at from a packaging standpoint. I think it's very far fetched.
in fact, I thought Notla's whole pitch was that they are absolutely neutral on taste. Exactly the opposite of what you're saying.
Again, I think we lost them, Manish.
Yeah.
But Varun, we don't have they're not able to even get the questions that we are posing. So
Oh boy.
Yeah. Instead of like equipments are there, we have mainly looked at the ingredients, and we are going to source all the ingredients. It's mainly all natural. It's going to be like the starch, even potato starch is used. And in the financials also, if you notice, I've mentioned the ingredients that is going to be used. That is like sodium alginate, and there are other, and it's like all natural ingredients, and also it will help us to cater to the markets for people who are health conscious as well. So that way we are trying to figure out this entire pitch.
So, sir, for considering and actually deciding the intellectual property, we have to do a lot of research and development, because the products which we will use, like condiments or beverage, they require that kind of chemical requirements for the edible packet as well. So depending on that, and after finding our product, whether it's novel or not, or whether it actually matches with the product made by Notla, we can decide on the IP rights.
Yes, sir. For packaging a liquid, we require a thin layer of packaging, but for a solid, it should be thick compared to a liquid. For Campa Cola, we'll be requiring a thin layer of packaging, and for ketchups, we'll be requiring a thick layer of packaging for the same uh, product.
So the packaging would be completely airtight. I believe the fizz won't like go away. Even if you see like it is already sold in plastic bottles, and this is similar to like it is going to give an impact of a plastic itself, and it will be completely airtight, and the fizz won't go away by just packaging it in these sachets.
Yes, sir. So that is the main point where we want to attract the attention of the audience. By positioning Campa Cola as a sustainable product, we can do the product differentiation and position it, or rather reposition it in the market with this hint of sustainability. So, when it comes to keeping the products airtight, seaweeds are quite equivalent to plastics. So, I don't think there will be a problem regarding air packaging and keeping it airtight. But definitely, we need to do the testing real time and see actually whether the product is airtight or not.
Yes, so seaweeds are actually tasteless, but we can add taste in it, like Devadrita had already mentioned. But in Indians can accept this taste as well, as per our understanding.
Thank you so much, sir.
So thanks and all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, team. That was an interesting idea and a very interesting presentation. Now, as the jury deliberates, here is another fun trivia question about Reliance to keep you engaged. Please share your answers in the comments. So, we seem to have gotten a lot of answers. Now, we would like to move on to our next team. I would like to give a warm welcome to Team Invincibles from SIBM Pune.
Countless lives are put at risk by dangerous practice of drinking and driving. But what if there is a solution that could seamlessly help people enjoy their night out without compromising the safety? So here we introduce Safe Drive, on-demand driver service that ensures you get home safely no matter what the circumstances are. So Safe Drive is a mobile app that connects individuals who have had few drinks and connects with professional drivers in the real time. Whether you are at restaurant, a party, or simply need assistance, Safe Drive ensures a licensed driver that will arrive at your location within minutes to drive you home in your vehicle safely.
Now let's talk about the customer personas. Our typical customers are professionals, party goers, or event attendees who value convenience and safety. Their main pain points includes the fear of getting into legal trouble, concerns about harming other on the road, and hassle of leaving their vehicle behind overnight. It also includes people and family who are more comfortable with their own personal cars, as they either love vibe of their car, their music system, and comfort of their car. It also includes people that are image conscious about going to high-end party in their luxury cars. Using Safe Drive is simple. Open the app, input your current location and destination. Select request driver and we will send a professional driver to your location. The driver arrives, takes control of your car, and drives you home safely. This hassle-free process ensures you and your car arrive home together. Our service is available 24/7 with seamless payment options and real-time tracking.
Talking about the benefits. So here are some benefits for customers. It avoids DUI charges, accidents, and also the stress of retrieving their vehicle the next day. Further, customers can enjoy the vibe, music, comfort of their own car, and also they can go to a high-end party in their own luxury car. And also, it will help the customers who are brand conscious of getting down into a high-end party in their luxury cars. For drivers, a network of gig workers and professionals is created. They have flexibility to earn in a growing and socially impactful industry. Also, they don't have to purchase expensive cars like they have to do in Ola, Uber, and other ride-hailing services. And for society, benefit includes reduced DUI incidents. Further, will also reduce the road accidents and make roads safer for all. For partners such as restaurants and event ventures, can also offer this premium services and enhancing their customer loyalty.
Our business model is based on a commission based structure. where customers pay per ride and drivers earn per kilometer driven. Safe Drive earns a small percentage of each transaction. Additionally, subscription model for frequent users and partnership with nightlife venues create multiple sources of revenue. The tagline of Safe Drive: because no ride home should cost you your future. Join us in making our roads safer, one ride at a time. It will be an additional revenue for the driver, as mostly people go out for party during the night, and formally employed drivers who are free during the night hours can benefit from this.
Hello. SafeDrive is a mobile app that aims to connect individuals and provide them with real-time drivers. It can be for hourly basis, as well as it can be for day service as well, who are planning to go out on a trip for a day. Our target personas will are party-going youths, professionals preparing for last-minute urgent tasks for client meetings during the commute, luxury car owners who prefer comfort and safety of their own car, and also want to are brand conscious and want to get down into the important family functions in their own luxury car. We also cater to drivers who are seeking secondary source of income. We'll also provide valet services for important functions like company events and family functions. Seeing at the secondary data, we see that the considerable number of road accidents have been taken place while driving under the influence of alcohol, and we aim to reduce the number of road accidents.
Now let's talk about the key activities to deliver the best customer experience. We'll start with the supply side. We'll do lead generation and partner onboarding. So basically, we'll do background verification and police verification of our drivers, and we'll provide them the training required. After that, on the demand side, we'll do marketing and customer acquisition. We need two apps, one for partner, one for customer, and then we need a operational dashboard. We also need algorithm to do automated matchmaking. We need feedback from customers and partners. After that, we'll use analytics and do continuous improvement. Now, what are the benefits to our customers? First is convenient booking through mobile app. Second is verified professional for excellent service quality, a wide range of services, transparent pricing with no surprises. Then there is bundled services like car wash, car repair, and maintenance. Now talking about the benefits for the partners, right? So consistent earnings with regular payouts, access to large customer base, training and skill development that will provide flexible working hours, then insurance and loan facilities.
So for ease of use, we'll be having two different applications, one for the driver and one for the customer. As we can see, the journey of both the customer and the driver are here on the PPT. Now coming to the revenue streams. So our majority of the revenue will be coming from the commissions that the driver will be earning. And apart from that, we'll be having extra services that will be offered like car wash, etc. And we'll be offering a joining kit for each driver and a yearly training fees as well. Now coming to the impact that we'll be creating. For the customers, they'll obviously avoiding the DUI charges. They can uh, travel in their own luxury car. Drivers can build a network and a community of gig workers of their own. And coming to the societal impact, we will be creating a lot of jobs. Now coming to the cost structure. So all of this summarized, we are expecting to have an expenditure of about 1.25 CR in our first year, and we are expecting to make a revenue of 1.44 CR in our first operating year.
Further, coming to the timeline, so we have identified that in first 6 months, we'll be in the development phase and testing phase of our apps, and we'll reach out to some of the sample size and seek their feedback. Within 12 months, we'll be launching into the top four metro cities and see how our startup is performing and measure certain KPIs. After further like in 12 plus months, we'll seek to increase expand into other cities. Also, we'll be partnering with other maintenance car services showrooms, and we'll also increase the awareness about the safety of road driving. Thank you.
Thank you. I think a service that possibly will have a lot of takers in the country. Uh, can you help me understand? I'm sure this model has worked in different markets, right? And I'm sure that somewhere you would have gotten an inspiration from where it's worked. Uh, what kind of customers in those markets have taken this up, and what you're learning from there that you intend to bring into India?
So, customers will basically be, suppose we are a group of people, friends traveling. So we also want to drive our car and enjoy the ride. But we have gone to the party and we are having alcohol. So we might not drive back home because we are already drunk. So one will be that person. Second will be that, as we told that, suppose I want to prepare for an urgent client meeting. So like I can work at the same time and driver could uh, commute me to a different place. So these are the two main things that we are catering to. Further, there are situations where we don't have a driver, but we plan to travel outstation and the terrain is hilly. So we can hire a driver for a day, daily basis.
So in on the drink and drive cases, right? So we are as as long as our information is currently there is no startup that is only focusing on this initiative, right? So we don't have competitors in exactly this space, at least no, not that we are aware of.
See, people might not be in this space, but I mean, if you see today, this sector is very unorganized, right? I mean, a lot of people do get. I mean, I've heard of a similar service that some friend of mine uses in Mumbai when he goes out on a Friday night or whatever, right? So this service exists today, just that it's in unorganized form. People do have drivers that they know numbers of, and they get services. There are people who even in fact offer this as service as well. I mean, for this outstation stuff, I have myself used somebody in Pune who offers himself or his drivers as a mechanism to take me somewhere in my car. And instead of having to rent a car, I have the comfort of using my own car for going somewhere. So the services exist in the market, just that they're very unorganized. My so yeah, okay, you've identified a need. Fair enough. I mean, there could be somebody who could potentially download this app, but time is very short in this. I mean, by the time you build your own brand, come out with the market with something like this, what prevents somebody like I mean, I did a search while I was talking to you. Urban company today does not offer a driver on rent, right? But there is no preventing from urban company to just have start onboarding drivers and offering that as a service to people, and they have a much larger reach. So it becomes so although there is a need in the market today because there might not be a startup available in this space working in this space right now. How do you intend to run this as a long-term sustainable business? 6 months from now, if your service becomes important now in popular, urban company has to launch this and you're done. I mean, there's so many of these guys who offer microservices or similar services. Right? You could have Zomato, Blinkit, anybody on the face of this planet offer a similar service and say the driver on hire, right? And just make it as a separate category on their app, right? They already have the infrastructure, the tech is already built up. In fact, in my opinion, there are way too many people building the same tech in this domain, right? So, what is the differentiation? Where would you really stand out, and how do you expect to run this as a sustainable market business?
So, in the long run, when we have a certain scale, what we are planning to do is we will try to partner with the automobile manufacturers like Toyota or Maruti, who offer the on-road assistance, right? So we will try to include the roadside assistance and the other services that we can bundle with driving as well. So,
Further, sir, uh, so sir, further, like we'll keep our drivers well trained such that they will firstly do police verification and see that if drivers are well trained. Secondly, they'll be having a proper dress code like white dress, a hat, and a glove, so that our app looks little genuine and as well as they are well trained. So this is one of the.
But I mean, I mean, what you just said, right? I will train the people. I'll get urban company does exactly the same stuff. If you're a plumber who wants to get on board, they ask you for certain qualifications. They have a qualification criteria, etc., for certain work that they do. If you're an electrician, they ask you for some semblance of a document check for what you're doing. So there is a very similar business model that a large competitor who's already prevalent in the market for a long time is running. So why I'm still struggling to find Your idea is good. I'm not denying that, right? Nobody is doing that today. Idea is very good, but how do I make it into a long term sustainable business or an exit where somebody else with a very low barrier for technical entry in this type of stuff is going to enter into it overnight?
So I would like to take this up. So initially we are planning to target 4 tier 1 cities, and we are planning 100 drivers per city. So that will be around a network of 400 drivers in that city. So even urban company has a pretty large sales team to get people on board who work for them. So to get 100 drivers on board, they might have to interview 100 to 1200 and maybe even more drivers than that. So we will be in 6 months time, we will be at a scale of already having onboarded 400 drivers, and they'll be playing catch up while we will be planning to scale it even further.
Are you
So
are
that
you
would
aware
be.
that if I'm an Ola Uber driver today, I'm an Ola driver today, I also carry an app which runs an Uber mechanism. The same driver that you will painfully go through the process of onboarding will get poached by urban company on day one. Now, the only way you'll be able to compete in this segment is by offering more commission to the driver via your app versus the amount of money that urban company charges. That's the only way you can really stay differentiated in the market and attract the talent and keep it exclusively with you, right? Otherwise, you'll constantly be struggling. And somebody with deep pockets, right? If I was urban company and I really saw this as a big threat to my business, all I need to do is increase the commission to my drivers, even put some money behind them, right? And run you dry.
Yes, sir, we agree with this point. But, sir, I think like Urban Company or some other apps are mainly focusing on particular segment, like household segment or a particular area. So there might be reason that why they are not catering into this service. Further, we'll focus
Ola
on
will
our
do it. No,
marketing.
I mean, see, if this picks up, Ola will do it. See, they have the tech. See, the tech that you're talking about is very standard. Everybody has that. Ola will start doing this. Rapido will start doing this tomorrow. And these are all companies with deep pockets already, right? They've raised millions of dollars.
Yes, sir.
So we'll try to create a customer pool from the market. We'll try to establish ourselves that as a sole leader for this category, and that's how I think we will be able to sustain our business.
Okay. Manish, you have questions. I
No, thank you. You covered all my questions. I had much the same in my mind. So thank you. So, guys, good concept. Build some fortresses around your business model. I think that
Yeah.
is what Yatin and I are trying to tell you. But it's definitely a good thought. It's definitely a blank space in the market right now. See how you can create a fortress around it so that you can protect the idea and
Correct.
keep your competitors away.
But innovative idea, guys. I mean, I should compliment you on an innovative idea. There is nobody doing this today, so it's an innovative idea. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
All
sir.
the best.
Thanks a lot,
All the
sir.
best. Yeah.
Thank you, Team Invincibles, for bringing forth this innovative idea and addressing the gap in the market. Before moving on, I would like to congratulate Mr. Akash Hora. You guessed the answer of the quiz right. Please reach out to us on our social media handles or support@unstop.com. Congratulations again. Now, I would like to request a huge round of applause for all the participating teams. The diversity of innovative ideas presented in this round is truly impressive. Today's contest has raised the stakes, promising an even more thrilling journey ahead. As you know, the winners of today's elimination round will be stepping into the semi-finals of T.U.P Season X, where you will be battling against the winners of the other elimination rounds. Now, as we build the suspense around today's winners and runners-up, you will have to hold onto your excitement just a little bit longer. Rest assured, the results will be announced on our social media handles shortly. So keep these notifications turned on. As we wrap up this elimination round, we want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the jury for their insightful questions on all the ideas presented today. Thank you, sirs. A big thank you also to the audience and the participating teams for creating such an interactive and exciting event with your visionary ideas. You all were fantastic. With that, this is me, Mitashini, signing off for today. Keep following us on our social media handles and stay tuned for further updates. We will see you soon at the T.U.P Season X semifinals. Until then, take care and have a great day. Thank you.